Good morning, everyone. The most conventional thing to do is to go onto a diet to lose weight. And going onto a diet involves losing a little bit of weight, putting it back on, and there's deprivation, there's restriction, there is weight gain again, which comes along with frustration and stress, and you just get into that whole vicious trap of not losing weight or losing weight and putting all of it back on. And that's a constant struggle that people all over the world go through every single day. The conventional thing to do is to go onto a diet, and we need to change that right now. We need to change our focus from going onto a diet to finding out the reasons why we put on weight or why we don't lose weight. There are so many diets and gyms and programs and apps that divert our attention from the real focus of what we should be looking at. Why are we putting on weight? Number one. Why are we unable to lose weight? Number two. And then you select the right diet, the right exercise, and the right lifestyle plan that you should be on. But none of us want to take that step back and focus on why we're putting on weight and why we're unable to look at losing weight, because we are fearful of what we might find. We live in fear of the fact that we may find that, oh, it's my drinking that's the reason why I'm unable to lose weight, and we don't want to accept that truth. Or it's my inactivity, and that's the reason why I'm unable to lose weight or I'm putting on weight, and we don't want to accept that. So the mind doesn't want to look in these places where there's fear. We're backed by fear all the time. We don't want to sit and introspect, because all of us know it, each and every one of you watching this right now, we all know it, that if we introspect, we will know the reasons why we put on weight and the reasons why we are unable to lose weight. But we do not want to face what the truth is. When I diagnose with people all over the world, I try to find out and make people see that the time in their life when they started getting sick or putting on weight, they will find at that point in their life they were going through something emotional, something stressful, be it a relationship issue, be it work, be it their career, be it a financial problem, be it a problem with their children, whatever it is, there would be a stressful situation in their life at that point. And it's exactly at that point in their life where they would have started putting on weight or finding it difficult to lose weight or falling sick. We need to look at that, because otherwise, we're going in circles, one diet to another, one nutritionist to another, one doctor to another, one exercise program to another. Life's not supposed to be that way. We should be investing about 30 minutes for our physical activity every single day, and we should be living life. Every mealtime should not be a point of stress for us. What am I going to eat for breakfast, lunch, dinner? What should I do? Is this right? Is that not right? Ask a nutritionist, Google, YouTube, all of that stuff. Look at the way we're living. Living healthy is not supposed to be a difficult thing, and we are creating more stress and more stress and more stress, and we're producing a stress hormone, more cortisol. Cortisol tells your body store fat. Cortisol makes you hungry. Cortisol makes your cells cry out in hunger, so then it's impossible for us to fight cravings. And then we read some motivational tips where it talks about willpower and restrict yourself, and it doesn't work that way. Weight loss doesn't work that way. There cannot be willpower when it comes to weight loss. Because when it comes to weight loss, and I want each of you to understand this very clearly, it is not about your diet, it's not about your exercise. Weight loss and fat gain is about the chemistry and communication between each and every one of those billion cells in your body. Let me explain how that works. Each and every cell is covered with a thin, permeable layer of fat. If it's the right fat, which is also called an essential fat, then great. Your cells allow for communication between each other. Your hormones and cells can communicate with each other, which means your cells open up to receive the right nutrition, they close up against the wrong nutrients and toxins, they protect you, and they stay healthy, they keep you healthy. But when you have the wrong layer of fat around those cells, it disrupts communication between your cells and your hormones. So all of a sudden you have less thyroxine, you have less testosterone, you have less DHEA, you have more cortisol, you have more fat, you have more insulin resistance. Everything to do with weight loss and fat loss and belly fat loss is related to communication between your hormones and your cells. You have the right communication and the right chemistry from the right food that you eat, and you start losing weight. You have the wrong chemistry and the wrong communication, you are always struggling. And then you start jumping from one program to another. And you start adding to stress, cortisol, and more hormone and cell disruption. You cannot force the human body to lose weight. Every time you try to force your body to lose weight, your body is only going to store more and more fat. Which is why when you get onto a restrictive diet that restricts you from calories, that puts stress on your cells, more cortisol, less communication between your cells, and you do not lose weight. You lose a little weight and then you put it back on. So what's the permanent solution? That thin layer of fat also protects your cells from toxins. We need to understand that everything in your body, including fat loss, immunity, your hair, your skin, everything to do with good health starts from a cell. You were born from a cell. Your cell has a nucleus, it's DNA that controls every function from immunity to fat loss in the body. If that DNA, if that nucleus of the cell is not protected, the cell dies, the cell can mutate. You have a disease, you have the inability to lose weight. So that thin layer of permeable fat is designed to protect the nucleus of the cell. So when there are more and more toxins getting into your body, that layer of fat gets thicker and thicker and thicker. And you have more fat cells and more fat cells and more fat cells. The natural defense mechanism of the human body to protect itself. But now you help your body to detoxify. You help your liver, your kidney, your blood, your skin to take that toxic burden away from your body because of the air that we breathe, the contaminated food that we drink, the contaminated water that we drink. The lies that food companies tells us on their labels, making us believe that we're eating healthy food, adds to toxicity in the body, and those cells will produce more and more fat. Let's take the example of a fatty liver. Everyone knows that a fatty liver is one of the most common problems that most people have today, even if they're pure vegetarians. Your liver starts producing more and more fat to protect itself against toxicity. And that's exactly what a fatty liver is. And the cure for a fatty liver is detoxifying, eating cleaner, eating healthier, and that fat automatically disappears because the cells don't no longer need to protect itself. So detoxification, elimination of toxins from the human body, is one of the best ways to start losing weight because everyone is swimming in a sea of toxins. Even if you're eating just fruits and vegetables every day, most of those fruits and vegetables are unfortunately contaminated. That is the plight of the world that we live in today. So we don't stop there. We still continue to eat healthy, but now we need to start helping our bodies detoxify. Which is why I always keep saying that one meal a week outside in a restaurant, which you have no control over the salt that they're using, no control of how often they're using the oil and the quality of oil, is enough to negate all the efforts, all the good hard work efforts that you've put in during the other 5 to 6 days of the week. It's unfortunate. That's the way it is. Now you listen to your body for biofeedback. A clean body craves clean food and healthy food. So if you're not craving clean and healthy food, you have toxins in your body. And the sooner you start cleaning these toxins out of your body will start craving cleaner and healthier food. And that's when you know that you have reset that balance, that chemistry, that equation in the human body. You know that your cells are healthy and they're talking the right way. You will find things like insulin resistance starts improving automatically without the requirement of medication when we reduce the toxic burden from the human body. Everyone's talking about calories in and calories out. No one is talking about the ability of your body to burn fat. In most of us, that fat switch is turned off because each and every one of our cells are screaming out for nutrients that they need all the time to do their bodily functions. But we don't find those nutrients in bread, sugar, processed food, junk food, fake food. So our cells continue screaming out and screaming out and screaming out in the form of hunger cravings, in the form of headaches, in the form of migraines, for nutrition that it needs. Like I told you, everything is about cellular health. If your cells don't get even that one nutrient they need, they cannot function. People who cannot lose weight and find it difficult to lose weight, and people who are constantly gaining weight, are malnourished at a cellular level. You need to eat less of the wrong food and more of the right food. Dieting is not about cutting down calories, it's adding the right calories to your diet. The right diet is about adding more food. It's about adding more raw food to your cooked food, because your cooked food is dead food. Giving your body dead food is not giving your cells the right nutrients that they need, and your body will continue screaming out for nutrients. So the right diet is about adding more. If you're trying to lose weight, you should be eating more. Not eating less, but eating more of the right fats. Did you know that 60% of your brain is fat? Fat has such an important function in the human body. Fat has such an important function in the human body, one of them being protecting your cells against toxicity and generating hormones. Almost everyone has a hormone imbalance today, women and men. Hormonal imbalance. If we're trying to cut down the right fats, we don't have that medium to generate and produce hormones. So you need the right kinds of fats in your diet. So don't be scared of seeds, don't be scared of nuts, don't be scared of coconut oil, don't be scared of olive oil, don't be scared of the right oils. Be scared of the wrong oils, be scared of lifestyle, be scared of eating at restaurants too often, be scared of eating junk food, be scared of eating too much of white sugar that disrupts communication between your cells. You never get fat by eating more fat. You get fat by eating less fat and by eating the wrong kinds of fat. Coming back to stress, again, stress is real. And I know people say, hey Luke, listen, all of us have stress, give us some other way. But it's about time to accept that that may be the only thing that you need to change in your life to start losing weight. If you go back decades and decades, back into history, the only two stressors were you were either running away from an animal to protect yourself, or you were searching for food, famine. Today, we have stressors ranging from work to finances to relationships to so many different things. Our levels of cortisol are chronically high, which means the fat switch in your body, the fat burning switch, is almost always turned off. And we need to enable that switch to be turned on by giving your cells the right nutrition and keeping your levels of cortisol at the lowest. And that is your secret and your answer to belly fat loss and weight loss. I can promise you right now, you can spend the rest of your days and your life chasing diets and chasing exercise programs, but it will not work for you. It will lead to more deprivation, more frustration, more stress, and more cortisol. So it's time for all of us today to remove words like I'm desperate to lose weight from our vocabulary and our subconscious. The more you chase things, the more elusive it becomes. Try it. Try chasing more money, it becomes more elusive. Try chasing more weight loss, looking at the scale every single morning, it will become more elusive. But the best way to handle this is knowing I need to lose 3 to 4 kilos. Now this is what I need to do. I need to focus on my mind. I need to start working with my mind. I need to start adding more nutrition to my diet. I need to start doing more. I have to start doing less intensive workouts and more smarter workouts. Because the more you keep punishing your body with exercise, guess what? The more your body is going to keep on putting on weight. Because you cannot punish your body with exercise. By eating an ice cream, all that crap you see on Facebook, one Snicker bar is equivalent to a 1-hour jog in the gym. It doesn't work that way. The body doesn't work on the principle of math. It works on the principles, on the laws of nature. So you cannot punish the body with more exercise. More exercise means you need more calories. Means you need more protein and more carbohydrates and more fat. But most people working out more are eating less, which means your body is chronically stressed, which means your belly fat will constantly grow. And you'll see that in marathon runners, you'll see that in people who do CrossFit the wrong way, you'll see that in people who work out twice a day. Less is more. It is all about chemistry and hormone communication between your cells. So looking at the right kind of sleep is one of the most important things when it comes to weight loss, especially for women. Looking at your levels of emotional stress. Yes, again, I know what you're saying. I'm sorry, Luke, we have problems. We have emotional problems. It's there. It's real. I know it's a real problem. It's a difficult problem to have. We all have it. I have it. But what are we doing to address it? Are we investing in silence? Are we investing in meditation? Are we investing in deep breathing? Are we investing in hobbies that can reduce emotional stress? Are we making tough decisions in our life that can help us reduce stress? Or are we living in fear? Constant fear that, oh no, 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 I can't do this, I can't say that, I can't express myself, I can't quit this job, I can't do that. 95% of the beliefs we have in our mind are lies. And sit down tonight before you sleep and write down all these ideals and beliefs that you have on a piece of paper, and you'll find it's what your mind has made, but it's not true. They're lies. And because of that, we live in constant fear. Because of that, we have emotional stress. We have more stress. Everything is within our control. It is our attitude and our perspective towards the problem. Whatever it is our attitude towards the problem. I keep saying this, worry is a payment on a problem which you may never have. It's a down payment on a problem that you may never have. Think back 5 years. What were the things that you were worried about? Did it really materialize in your life? In most cases, you will find that it didn't, which means your worry was unnecessary. So it's time to start working more with what's going on in your mind and what's going on in your heart, and continue with eating a smart diet that is enhanced with nutrition, and working out smartly, the right exercise for your body, and work more with your mind and your heart. That is where your answer is. I always give this example to everyone. Look at the French. What is their diet? Yet they're so slim and fit. Look at the Swiss people, how much chocolate they eat, and it's not dark, it's milk chocolate. Yet how fit are they? They don't live in fear of food. Fear leads to emotions. Emotions lead to stress. Stress leads to cortisol. Cortisol leads to weight gain and a reduction in thyroxine, DHEA, testosterone, which again leads to fatigue and weight gain. It's all interconnected, the mind and then the body. It is never the body first and then the mind. It is the mind first and then the body. So today, my solution for you may seem very airy-fairy to a lot of you, but it is the truth. If you're struggling, you have a choice right now, today, to continue struggling the way you've been struggling for weeks, the way the world has been struggling for years, or you can start making that change. Smart diet, enhanced with nutrition that your cells need. Quality sleep that your body and your cells and your hormones need. And that rejuvenates your mind and your stress levels. The right exercise, less is more. If you want to be an athlete and train like an athlete, you live like an athlete. An athlete does 3 things. They eat, sleep, and they train. And they do that over and over again. No, we're not impressed about the fact that you're some CEO of a company or some hedge fund owner who sleeps for 4 hours and runs a marathon, posts all over social media, eats a couple of salads and shows the world that this is the way to be healthy. It is not the way to be healthy, because you are not an athlete. We need to stop sending out the wrong messages to people and the new and the younger generation. We need to make them understand that it is mind, body, and everything in balance and everything in line with the laws of nature. The way you eat, the way you think, the way you sleep, the way you move, in line with the laws of nature. And then you lose weight. Then anything that's a disease, be it diabetes, arthritis, cancer, neck pain, back pain, it tends to go away. Chronic disease is a symptom which was wrongly treated, and that's why it becomes into a chronic disease. Inability to lose weight is because we are not focused on the trigger of why we're putting on weight and why and what we're doing that is preventing us from losing weight. Face the truth. For some of you, it may be binge drinking, binge eating. For some of you, it may be a deeply rooted emotional problem. For some of you, it may be indiscipline. For some of you, it may be this constant procrastination and constantly making excuses after excuses, finding everyone to blame for your inability to lose weight. Face the truth, and you will find that your mind connects with your body and your chemistry improves, your communication improves, and you start losing weight. Today's talk was to make you understand the chemistry of the human body and how weight loss works. If you've understood this concept, I'll be going live very soon, sometime this week, to now tell you those lifestyle changes that you can do and you can make to support fat loss and to support belly fat loss. I hope you've understood it. If you want some homework, your homework tonight is introspection. What are these beliefs and ideals that are going on in your mind? You will find that they are lies. What is the truth and the reason why you're not losing weight, or why you keep on putting on weight. And stop hiding behind diets and exercise programs, but facing the truth. I can promise you, put in this effort and you will find out the right lifestyle that is going to work for you, and that's going to be long term, and that's going to be sustainable. Start living life completely. It's not about diets and exercises and health all the time. You do a little bit to stay healthy, and you use your health to live life and enjoy life. Have a good day, everyone.